For years, speculation and rumor have swirled around the lives of Abby and Brittany Hensel, the famous conjoined twins from Minnesota, known for navigating life with strength, coordination, and individuality. Recently, a rumor about an engagement escalated online, prompting a mix of curiosity and misinformation. This story explores what really happened, how the twins and those close to them responded, and why public fascination often blurs the line between admiration and unwelcome intrusion. Far more than gossip, this journey reveals the complexity of identity, personal choice, and human connection in a world eager for easy explanations. The rumor that sparked a storm. At the center of the recent uproar was a claim that Abby had secretly become engaged, a notion that spread quickly through social media and comment threads. While some dismissed it as an amusing or silly post, others treated it as a sensational truth. Rumors about people, especially those with unique life stories, are easily magnified online. In this case, the chatter raised questions about privacy, consent, and how quickly online audiences will assume intimate knowledge of someone's personal life. The reaction demonstrated how easily false narratives can take shape. Understanding Abby and Brittany. A shared life. Individual selves. Abby and Brittany Hensel have always emphasized their individuality despite sharing one body. From an early age, they each developed distinct likes, dislikes, and ways of expressing themselves. Abby has gravitated toward traditionally girly interests like bright colors and puppies, while Brittany leans toward hats and a different aesthetic. Their personalities are celebrated as separate yet complementary. This individuality has been an important part of their public identity, reminding audiences that shared bodies don't equal shared thoughts or tastes. Their story challenges simplistic assumptions about personhood and selfhood. The alleged marriage. What we know and what we don't. The rumor that Abby married a U.S. Army veteran and nurse named Joshua Bowling resurfaced in 2024 after a social media post from Joshua himself. According to the post, the couple had married in a private ceremony in 2021 and chose not to publicize the event at the time. This revelation sent waves through digital communities, with supporters expressing joy and skeptics questioning logistics. However, the personal nature of relationships means that public interpretation often strays far from the lived reality of those at the center, and details remain limited to what the parties have chosen to share. How such a marriage might work. One of the most frequently asked questions about Abby's reported marriage is how a shared body could navigate a romantic partnership. In reality, Abby and Brittany have always coordinated actions and decisions with mutual respect and communication. Each twin controls one side of their shared body, requiring remarkable teamwork for everything from walking and writing to expressing emotion. If Abby chooses a partner and maintains a romantic relationship, it necessitates consent, understanding, and cooperation from both twins. This doesn't diminish the individuality of either. Rather, it highlights how relationships can take many forms beyond traditional expectations. Brittany's role, supporter, individual, twin. Rather than being excluded or alienated by the dynamics of Abby's relationship, reports suggest that Brittany was supportive of her sister's happiness. Close relationships between siblings are complicated under any circumstances, and for conjoined twins, that complexity is amplified. According to those familiar with the situation, Brittany was involved in and understanding of major decisions, reinforcing the idea that their bond remains strong. Support doesn't require identical experience, and Brittany's presence in Abby's life continues to be defined by mutual respect and shared history, not by jealousy or conflict. Joshua's role in their lives. The man identified in the rumor, Joshua Bowling, did not enter their lives as someone fixated on the physical specifics of two people sharing a body. Instead, he approached Abby, and by extension, Brittany, as individuals with distinct hearts, minds, and personalities. In narratives shared by people close to the situation, his relationship with Abby was built on respect, trust, and familiarity, and his friendship with Brittany developed alongside it. The depth of connection among the three challenges, conventional notions of relationships, companionship, and family structure in the eyes of the public. Public reaction, admiration, skepticism, and invasion. The announcement that Abby might be married reignited long-standing public fascination with the twins. Social media commenters, journalists, and curious onlookers responded in wildly varied ways. Many praised the duo and celebrated the idea of love thriving in ways that defy expectation. Others raised invasive and uncomfortable questions about intimacy, logistics, and autonomy. This spectrum of reactions underscores how people project their own beliefs and discomforts onto lives they don't actually know, often overlooking respect for personal boundaries in favor of sensationalism. A lifetime of support and privacy. Abby and Brittany grew up with parents determined to foster normalcy, celebrate individuality, and protect their daughters from undue intrusion. From childhood hobbies to academic achievements and early adult careers, the twins have continually shown how determination and cooperation can defy limiting assumptions. Their accomplishments, walking, swimming, participating in sports, earning degrees, and becoming teachers, weren't shaped by outsiders' curiosity, but by persistent effort, family encouragement, and self-definition. This foundation allowed them to navigate public attention while carving out a life that belongs to them, not to internet rumor mills. Coordination, identity, and daily life. Sharing one body means that even routine activities require remarkable coordination. Each twin controls one side, working in tandem to walk, write, and interact with the world. Their achievements in school, sports, and other ventures highlight how they turned a situation that could be seen as limiting into one of strength and harmony. These capabilities became symbols of possibility for many, inviting admiration and sometimes unrealistic expectations. Their story has always been as much about cooperation and identity as it has been about physical uniqueness. Academic and professional achievement. Abby and Brittany pursued higher education with determination, graduating with degrees in education in 2012. Their work as teachers showcased not only academic success, but also an ability to connect with young minds, bringing enthusiasm, patience, and creativity into the classroom. Students and colleagues alike recognized them as passionate educators rather than curiosities. Their professional lives highlighted how personal challenges can be transformed into platforms for empathy, understanding, and leadership. This chapter of their story continues to inspire those who see limitations where the twins see possibility. Redefining love and relationship norms. The discussion surrounding Abby's reported relationship with Joshua raised broader questions about how society defines love, partnership, and normalcy. For many, the idea of a conjoined twin in a romantic partnership challenged preconceptions, insisting that intimacy and connection can take diverse and deeply human forms. The twins' lives suggest that relationships are not constrained by traditional molds, but are shaped by mutual understanding, consent, and affection. Their story encourages empathy and openness to the many ways love manifests in human lives. Maintaining boundaries amid curiosity. Despite widespread attention, Abby, Brittany, and anyone close to them have made it clear that they choose what to share publicly. Maintaining privacy and personal boundaries has been paramount, especially when unsolicited curiosity swells into speculation. Respecting those boundaries doesn't diminish admiration. It simply recognizes their humanity. Public figures, even those whose lives are often discussed, retain the right to define what is personal and what remains private. Healthy curiosity doesn't need to invade boundaries to appreciate their remarkable journey. A story of unity, respect, and individuality. Through every phase of their lives, Abby and Brittany have embodied unity without erasing individuality. Whether navigating childhood, academic challenges, professional landscapes, or personal relationships, their journey reflects resilience, respect, and cooperation. Each twin's distinct preferences and aspirations have been honored, and their shared experiences have illuminated how humans can work together without losing themselves. Their story invites admiration not just for physical uniqueness, but for emotional intelligence, mutual respect, and self-determination.